It's not him.
You're live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first live edition of the Cheap Seat Chatter Gangs. First attempt at this thing. We got Will, Ben, Russ, Sean. I'm Dave. We're going to come at you right now in person. We're going to hit on some NFL playoff action, mostly with the betting lines, and then some future odds on the AFC and NFC championship games and the Super Bowl. So that's what we're going to get into tonight. You want me to just kick it off? Just go for it. All right, first game on the slate. Colts at Chiefs, 3:30 tomorrow afternoon on Saturday on NBC. This is going to be a very high-scoring affair. If I had to put my money on it, I'm just going to go out there on that limb. Right now, lines at KC favored 5.5. I think that's a little high. I wouldn't put my money on that if I had to go there. The Colts, for fun fact, are 6-0, both against the spread and straight up, and there are 6 games against teams with a winning record. So would not look for this game. Honestly, if it was me, I need the number to get down to 4. If the Chiefs are favored to 4, if it moves down close to game time to 4, with the Chiefs favored, that's where I would lean and put my money on the Chiefs. No questions asked. Pat Mahomes, too explosive. That offense, too explosive. But the Colts are riding high. I mean, they're coming in as probably the most underrated, hottest 6th seed in the history of the NFL playoffs at this point. And at 5.5, to me, how do you go against Andrew Luck and the resurgent defense of the Indianapolis Colts?
Honestly, I think with the Colts, like they're probably the best team. Not as in they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Like they're the best team. You know, they don't have the star player for real.
No.
I mean, they have T.Y. Hilton at wide receiver, but
Marlon Mack is their running back.
Yeah, Marlon Mack is their running back. You know, so I mean, he's good.
He's good, but
he's not top tier running back. You know,
no.
But with Andrew Luck, I mean, he's the biggest name on that team. So, I mean, with the Colts, it's just they just gelled together so well, and I'm personally surprised that they've made it this far. But hats off to them.
You know, if you look at their head coach, Frank Wright. He's been the guy to come in all his life pretty much and, you know, be the guy that fixes everything because he was a backup quarterback for the Bills when they went to their 4 straight Super Bowls. They were down by 28 against the Oilers.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in the third quarter, he ends up bringing it back, winning the game, taking the team to the Super Bowl. So I think, you know, he came in. Obviously, they didn't have the greatest start on the year, but he came in and he was – they told him, he said, "Guys, it's on me." He said, "Well, we got to get better 1% every day. It'll add up." That's what they've done. They've been the best team in the AFC South. You know, maybe not all year long, but looking at it now, they were the best team in the AFC South. You saw what they did to Houston in Houston. So, I mean,
they annihilated the Texans defense.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Colts as an organization are hungry.
Oh yeah,
they are. Not just as a team, as a whole organization. I mean, since Peyton and Tony Dungy cut ties, I mean, they've basically been irrelevant. So they definitely know it's their time.
Oh, yeah. Y'all are right. But with a lot of the betting stuff, you have to look at, the tangible things, which you can see, like the hunger and stuff, that's fine and all. But the Colts, they have 2 convincing wins in a row. You know, the Chiefs have looked a little shaky as of late. I'm with you. If that number drops, I feel a lot better about it. Mm-hmm. But right now, just looking at the 2 directions the teams are moving in, the Colts are going in the right direction by far. They're probably the hottest team coming into the playoffs, and that win against the Texans, that only proves it. So, yeah, that number needs to drop before, I'm going to take any chances on this game.
Yeah, and right now, 5.5, to me, you put your money on the Colts with no questions asked, and then just, live and die with it. But if it moves down, I would definitely consider putting high money on the Chiefs to cover that with ease. Patrick Mahomes is too nasty.
One more quick fact. I'm pretty sure I heard this right. I could be wrong, but the winner of this game will hold the most playoff wins at Arrowhead Stadium.
Oh,
so
that's not a good stat.
If the Colts go in and win the game, they have more playoff wins at Arrowhead Stadium than Kansas City.
That's not a good look for the Chiefs.
No, it's not.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, Andy Reid's not known as a playoff guy.
Yeah, and Peyton Manning was there for a long time, so nobody's beating Peyton Manning in the playoffs except for Brady.
So yeah.
I think that'd definitely be a big upset though if the Colts do beat the Chiefs. I mean, I don't know, man. I just ever since Peyton Manning left, it's just hasn't been the same for them.
It's like Russell said, pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah.
They've had one good year with Andrew Luck, and then he got hurt. So yeah, they're
How long was Tony Dungy there after Peyton left?
Oh man, I couldn't tell you. Man,
It
not
wasn't long.
not more than 2 years, I wouldn't say, because they.
Was he even the head coach
When he
Peyton
left?
Because I'm pretty sure
Be a
Jim
good
Caldwell
stat.
was.
I was saying Caldwell came in,
I
didn't he?
think Caldwell was the head coach the year Peyton was hurt, and they had the first overall pick.
Anybody knows, y'all let us know in the
Yeah,
comments.
I'm pretty sure that he had already retired maybe a year or two before.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll look
Yeah.
at it. But we'll get into that next game. We got a few to get into.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We touched on the first AFC game of the NFL playoff weekend. Moving on to the first NFC game tomorrow night. Cowboys at Rams. Cowboys having a great year. Nobody expecting them to be there. And the Rams, like Ben said, Chiefs, a little shaky here of late. Right now, Rams favored -7, so a full touchdown advantage to the Rams. To me, that's a big number. I wouldn't have put that high if it was me putting it there. But Cowboys have won each of their 3 games as an underdog of at least 7 points or more this season. So they definitely love the underdog. It's us against the world mentality. So that should play a big factor in this game. Jared Goff, it's hit or miss. He's 4-11-1 against the spread this season. So if that doesn't tell you something, then you probably don't need to be betting in the first place. But with that being said, I need this to drop a little bit if I'm going to put money on the Rams. I would put a small amount, like $10, $20, whatever your betting comfort zone is on the Rams right now at 7. But if we're talking about big money, I feel confident about this. It needs to move to 6, 6.5 at least to put money on the Rams. At this point right now, I am Cowboys all the way. Dallas, I don't see them with that defense. And who knows what's going to show up with Jared Goff and the Rams. Todd Gurley, maybe not even healthy.
He's not 100%. He won't be 100%. But I'm with you. 7 in the NFL especially is a big number. You don't see full touchdown favorites a lot in the NFL, especially in the playoffs. These are supposed to be the best of the best. And I'm with you. You take the Cowboys here. If they lose close, and you're still fine.
And nobody expected them to be there anyway.
No. They keep it close. You win. It's fine. So that's what I think on this. I'm going Cowboys.
It's hard for me to pick the Cowboys, even though I like the Cowboys, because they always slip up.
That's them.
There's always something. I mean, with the Dez Bryant catch that got called, no catch, there's always something. But they are on the rise right now. So, I mean, it's okay to pick the Cowboys, but, man, the Rams haven't played in, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
So that could be a problem for the Rams right there.
I feel rusty.
Yeah.
I don't either. It might help get healthy.
It's
you
a home
could.
game too, so obviously.
But it's a home game, but with the Rams, is any game really a home game? It's only, a 40,000 seating stadium?
Neither LA
You
team
can't use that
has-
as a disadvantage.
No.
Neither LA team's got the big home field advantage.
What I'm excited to see is the Rams are giving up 5.1 yards on the ground per carry. Per carry. Who's on the
And
Cowboys
you got that
roster?
guy coming into town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy, number 21, Zeke Elliott, who may gash the crap out of the Rams.
They're going to have to if they want any chance.
That's
to
the
even
chance.
lose close, like we're saying, to cover here.
Yeah,
I mean, Elliott's got to have a huge game.
he's got to have a massive game.
I think
200
that's going
plus.
to be the difference. The running backs.
On the other side,
I agree.
on the other
I
side, you
can't,
got
I can't argue with that.
Aaron Donald. We talked about. He's
Yeah.
just
The pass
stones up the middle.
defense is really good. And that run defense is
Sue and Donald on the line. Yeah, it's going to be hard for the Cowboys to get something going, but somehow they are giving up 5.1 yards. You're
And
saying
you don't understand it with that line you're mentioning.
Yeah.
It happens.
If I'm a football team with a bad run deep, the last person I want to see in the playoff teams is Zeke
The
Elliott.
leading rusher in the NFL.
so. I guess before we get into the next one, we'll go around. We'll do this. We'll go back to the first one too. If you had to put your money on it, -7 for the Rams, who you going with?
Ooh, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Carolina Cowboys.
Yeah, I said Cowboys already.
I'm going Cowboys, yeah.
Sean.
He wants to go
Yeah.
Rams.
I want to.
I mean,
you know what?
Rams win the Super
I
Bowl.
picked Clemson to win. Sorry,
Hey.
everybody.
Too soon.
Hey, the
Too
Rams.
soon.
The
We're
Rams
talking about
can
NFL.
win.
I know.
The Rams can
So-
win. You just need Dallas to win or to lose close.
Yeah, that's true.
But I changed my pick to Alabama. So I'm going to stick with my first mind, and I'm going to pick the Rams.
The Rams.
Okay,
I think
cool.
the Rams.
Rams myself.
Well,
And it's
that's-
highly likely. Like honestly, it's
Yeah.
the Rams
Yeah.
team that showed up against
And
the
Cowboys.
Chiefs earlier and stuff.
Cowboys
Yeah.
beat
No
the
Rams.
Chiefs. Right. So
Yeah, you don't know
you
which
don't know
Cowboys
which
team.
stats can show up.
So Jason Garrett coaching, there's no telling. Okay,
This next one's the most
this
interesting.
next one's probably the one I think the table's going to get excited for. First Sunday game, kickoff at noon, typical Sunday kickoff. Chargers, Pats, Rivers, Brady, the matchup of matchups. Man, I don't know. And it's just there's not a lot to say about this, but there's a ton to say all at the same time. Pats are favored -4, the smallest spread of the weekend, which to me is mind blowing. With you have the Patriots and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady in mid-January, that should be to me what we just talked about with a 7-point spread, but it's not.
Mhm.
Big note: Rivers 0-7 against Tom Brady in his career. To me, that should push the line enough by itself.
It should.
But the Chargers, fun fact, 9-0 traveling outside of LA this season.
Yeah, they're
They're a
great
massively good road team.
They are.
Patriots undefeated at home.
That's what I'm saying. You have undefeated
So
on the
it's-
road, undefeated
it's-
at home. Rivers, to hate on him against Brady, I got to give him some love right here. He has the second best QBR in road games this season at 81.3.
Rivers is having a great season, and this is maybe the one time that you could argue that Philip Rivers comes into a game against Tom Brady where the pieces they have to play with might be comparable, and Rivers could even have an edge in some cases.
I would say Brian's an edge.
Yeah, you got skill position. I mean, the defense for the Chargers to help him is serious this year. That's something they've always
New
had.
England's defense is not
It's shaky.
Yeah.
shaky.
Yeah.
If the Philip Rivers and the LA Chargers come into Foxborough and play like they played against the #1 defense last week, even with that line, I'm taking Chargers.
I'm calling it right now. The Chargers are going to win.
Oh, he said him outright.
And I picked the Patriots when we did our
Yeah.
draft,
Yeah,
You did.
but
You also picked the Cowboys.
I also did. I
It's okay. It's
We're
okay.
doing it.
So you're taking the Chargers
That's all
outright.
that was left. Yeah.
Outright.
Not to
So
cover. Taking the
talking
win.
a 5-point win.
No, I'm taking them. Oh, yeah, in this game, right?
You're taking them to win this game.
This
Okay.
game. So for this game, I'm taking the Chargers, and this will probably be one of the very few times that Tom Brady goes down so soon in the playoffs.
All right.
Yeah, probably.
We
can-
can.
One of
We can.
one of the few times.
It's been a while.
A few times.
Safe to say the Tom Brady era is coming to a halt this year.
I was saying, dude, it's 41.
We'll
If this
see-
game-
we'll see after
It's
this
not
game.
this year, next year.
We'll see after this
I
game.
think Sean's right here. This game will play a lot into that. So you're taking Chargers outright to win.
Chargers.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Reverse
going
here.
Chargers too. Phil Rivers got a lot to
You're
prove.
saying to win.
I'm gonna throw out one more thing before we
Yeah.
go with the side. You're talking about the Pats defense is shaky, right?
Yeah.
This year, the Pats at home, the defensive efficiency is 4th in the league at home this season.
They're comfortable in front of that
they
crowd.
So
are.
in
It's hard to win in Foxborough.
So you have a
way.
In the playoffs,
It's a good home team against the best road team.
Yeah.
Like
pretty much. So this should be electric.
I'm picking.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm
good.
picking LA's Steel guys over
be taking them
New England's defensive
Okay,
secondary.
so -4.
So I'm gonna go Chargers outright.
outright.
Chargers outright. Yeah.
These guys are buying into big.
That defense, man.
I just the defense.
That
is-
defense.
I'm
This is
put-
tough.
It's
This
a
is the
bit-
toughest one for me. I'm taking the Patriots to cover. I'm going to be honest with you. I love the Chargers to have them. Philip Rivers is my guy.
Yeah.
It is your guy.
If I'm putting my money on it and I'm pulling for a financial standpoint, I think the Pats are going to cover.
I think I have to agree with you. -4 to me. Tom Brady can get -4. Just Tom Brady and Belichick in Foxborough in January to me is -4. To me, if it's 5, I'm with y'all. Chargers. Without
it's
question,
so
it's 5.
close
It's so close.
that
To me,
I had to consider it. But
you see 4-point games in the NFL all the time. Yeah, I think they have it. I got the Patriots.
I will say in our bowl picks, anytime me, you, and you pick the same team and they didn't, we all lost and they won.
It doesn't
So-
matter.
so-
It
It's not
doesn't
looking good
matter.
for the Chargers.
So, yeah.
hey, I hope they give it a game. But just
Yeah, Melvin Gordon's gonna have a good game.
I think that could be
Pats allowing 4.9 yards a carry this year.
Exactly.
Melvin Gordon
He's
may
gonna have a good game.
have a hell of a game.
it's like the Cowboys. If they if they want to win, the running game's got to show up. For the Chargers and the Cowboys, like we said with Elliott, they have to.
it's gonna be. I think it could be.
This is the most interesting game
Yeah.
for this round. This is the most interesting one.
All right. So the last matchup of the weekend, the most lopsided matchup, if you want to call it that, Eagles at Saints, 3:30 Sunday on Fox. Saints favored -8, the biggest spread of the weekend. Really big spread to me in an NFL playoff game. But you have Breeze, Sean Payton, the Superdome. To me, everything points. Hit the Saints big time. Breeze posted a league-leading 89.7 total QBR in home games this season. Unheard of. That's like Hall of Fame, no question mark. Second highest of all time, only behind Aaron Rodgers in 2011. Saints also post the second best offensive efficiency at home. So to me, based on the numbers so far, How do you pick against the Saints?
Oh,
You gotta
who
make your
knows?
arguments if you have.
There's
Yeah, that's
the
there's
thing.
no argument.
Their defense went from worse, like one of the worst defenses in the league 2 years ago, to one of the best this year. And
You have skill position people again, Kamara, Ingram,
Got-
Thomas.
yeah.
You got people everywhere. You have a
These
great
guys.
quarterback.
Ted Ginn coming back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And had Des Bryant come and been able to stay healthy and produce,
Oh, it would be no question mark at that point.
I mean, even
If it's
without-
10-11
But this
campaign
team,
at that
this
point.
team, this team is that's without Des Bryant, and they're as good as they are. Man, this is
What the Eagles squeak by and win by a point. Last week.
Thanks to a
It
field
took
goal
a-
post.
Yeah.
An upright and a cross.
And
Yeah,
a
say
cross.
two parts of that field goal
Yeah.
post actually.
The Eagles can show up offensively. I still don't think they'll be able to keep up with the Saints offense.
You mentioned the defense.
Yeah.
The Saints defense
Saints
makes 2 years ago
not very
we might
good.
have scored on if we put on a good team.
Oh,
Terrible.
31st in defensive efficiency at home this season.
Wow.
See, Marty,
So they don't
there-
play good in the Superdome, which is crazy because you think home field advantage.
You know what they do
there,
play?
though, is you said like the number second best offensive efficiency. You get up by a lot, and you kind of it
That's
takes
true.
the pressure off
Yeah,
the defense.
yeah,
They
yeah.
kind
You
of
play
phone
with
it in.
it.
Yeah,
The other
yeah.
thing is when you put Drew Brees in there that scores in 4 plays, you get a tired defense
That's
all
another
game.
point.
That's a good point too.
You
I
know,
think,
That
yeah,
doesn't take that into consideration.
no, it doesn't.
they may not play very well, very good in Superdome this year, but you know where they do play well? Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Where's the Super Bowl at this year? Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
So you're confident they're going to make it that
We're gonna get into that here.
I'm not-
Hold on to your.
I'm gonna hold on to it, but
We'll
I mean,
tackle
it's
this.
something to think about.
Offensively, this is a Saints team that could get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Defensively, maybe.
The good part about the Saints is they're not gonna have to play outside.
Yeah.
There's good
Yeah,
conditions
they're
in
not
the
playing outside
Superdome.
the rest.
And
Yeah.
have you guys ever been to the Superdome and seen a game?
Yeah.
I've not been to
No,
that.
I'm not.
So you have shown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's insanely loud. I've never even been there for a full Saints crowd. I've been a half and half Ohio State Bama. Insanely loud.
And that city, those sports fans are a different breed.
Dedicated.
So I mean, you can't pick against the Saints here. I know 8's a lot. I'm
It's a
taking
lot.
the Saints to cover. I don't think this is going to be much of a game. That Eagles magic. Is
So you
gonna
think
be out.
I can't say it because of where we are, but I'd like to. Big D Nick, you think that train
I
runs
was
out?
about to say we haven't really hit on the Eagles very much.
Nick Foles,
Nick
dude,
Foles is
is crazy
is
good.
good, but
the luck runs out at some point?
Oh,
The
no, no.
luck runs out at some point.
But
I'll say
they're
it. I'll say
They
it.
have won 6 straight outright wins with Nick Foles as a starter. Outright. That's not covering the spread. That's straight up wins.
I mean,
Does that
that's
matter
fine.
at all at this point?
It's there's so like last game and things like that. You just have some magic, some divine intervention. Where if Nick Foles is that dominant,
But he's not.
you're not even hoping for a missed field goal.
Yeah.
And that's the
true.
Bears. And I know the Bears in Chicago, the Saints in New Orleans. It's both hostile places, but this is a completely different.
It's
It's a
different animal.
completely different offense, you know?
Yeah.
This
it's-
offense is going to be too hard to stop.
Yeah.
Even if Nick Foles shows up, the defense isn't stopping the offense.
Saints.
Saints, yeah.
Saints. I mean,
Saints are
Saints.
good.
I'll be different.
Oh.
I'll take the Nick Foles train with -8. If it stays -8 now, if it moves to 7 or lower, I'll swap y'all and go to the Saints. But if I put my money on it, 8. 8's a weird number in football.
It is. It is.
To get 8, to me, if you win by a touchdown, okay, sure. But yeah,
I mean, we're
Right
live
now.
here, so we don't have a whole lot of time. But how do you think that happens? Elaborate on how
Okay.
that happens.
Nick Foles is the king of not turning the ball over.
True.
He gets the ball out quick. He hits the guys that are open. He controls the clock. To me, if you don't have Breeze, Kamara, Mike Thomas, all the guys you said, if they're not on the field, they can't score. Bad defense at home. Nick Foles, got to win the turnover margin. You win the turnover margin, you keep the Saints off the field on offense. Maybe we have a 27-24, 27-20 even. And I still come out on top with money in my pocket at the end of the day. That's my logic behind it.
That's
I can see that happening. I mean, the Eagles just outsmarting the Saints.
Yeah, just playing smart football.
Yeah.
I mean,
Smart
if they can
conservative
keep them off the
football.
field and keep them from scoring, 40 points. I mean,
there's not many smart
Possible.
people out there in football than Sean Payton and Drew Brees.
Yeah, that's
so
what
you're trying to outsmart.
I'm
two of the
asking for a
smartest
lot to
guys.
happen.
Yeah.
Speaking on that, Sean Payton comes in the locker room this week with the Lombardi Trophy and $225,000 stash, and says, "You want this? Because if they win, every player gets $225,000 bonus." He says, "You want this? Win 3 games. And if you want to hype a team up,
That's motivation.
That's motivation enough
Yeah.
to
That's
try."
too bad our high school football coach didn't do that.
Oh, shots fired.
So
Okay.
we'll get into the Super Bowl odds here real quick.
Yeah, real quick, like Ben said, we're going to hit Super Bowl odds. Okay, I'm going to run through them super quick. We're running a little bit over schedule. Saints, 5-2 odds. best odds overall. Chiefs at 9-2, Rams 5-1, Pats 6-1, Chargers 8-1, Eagles Colts both at 10-1, Cowboys long shot 16-1. If you had to pick a team right now out of the 8 left, who are you taking and the odds and why?
Just real quick,
Round the
who and
table.
why? Let's start with you, Sean.
We'll start with Will.
Will, fine. Just looking at this list there.
Oh man, I'm gonna go Colts because
To win it?
Yeah.
10-1 odds.
because
Let's
they
real
turn
quick.
the season around. You know, they're playing really well. Andrew Luck's playing really well. The defense is unreal this year, so I'm gonna go Colts.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not happy about this, but I'm going to pick it anyway. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Ooh,
Ben sold me a
that's
little
my
bit.
pick. That's my pick.
Phillip Rivers, like you said, finally gets it done. He finally beats Brady. If you beat Brady in Foxborough in January, to me, who's going to stop you? Even if it's the Chiefs or the Colts,
Yeah.
to me, you get there, and at that point, you're riding so high. Phillip Rivers has finally broke that curse, and he's going to the Super Bowl.
I'm Chargers too. If you get past, New England, they've already proven they can beat Kansas City. If assuming it comes to that,
Yeah.
So I feel a lot better about them getting to the Super Bowl after this round than what's ahead. So I'm taking Chargers, and I feel like the AFC is so stacked that whoever you get in the NFC, it's a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
I think they're okay.
I'm going Saints. I'm going with the top dog. I mean, they're just, Drew Brees and that offense. I don't think there's a defense in their way right now that's able to keep them from at least getting there, but win it in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll say there's not a defense on the list that I would feel confident it's not that offense.
I mean, I gotta agree with Davey and Ben. Like, if they get past Brady, that they can cruise to the Super Bowl. Honestly, the Chargers, that is. And Rivers is so overdue for a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And
you're not lying.
Just to get there.
It's
just
right
get
there.
and see what happens.
All he has to do is just reach out and take it. And this is his one opportunity. So
And at 8-1, I mean, you got a good chance to make some money on it.
Yeah, you're going to cash in.
All right.
All right, so that's our NFL playoff, division playoff rounds, and then potentially leading to the Super Bowl with the odds and everything else thrown into it. We appreciate you guys watching. Check us out on Twitter at Cheap Seat Chats, Instagram at Cheap Seat Chats _ at the end, not the front, at the end. And then check us out on YouTube, Cheap Seat Chatter. Thanks, guys.
I try to do some of this live stuff at least once a week just to get some stuff up. So it's new. We're working on it. Like, just be patient with us.
Give us
know what
feedback.
you want to see.
Yeah, please help us help you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
next.
Tanner, thanks for the comment.
Throw some love in there. I like it.